Hey guys, coming at you this morning. We're continuing the 2019 year-end top 10s. This is the heavyweight division. We are to the number 2 fighter in this division, and again, the heavyweights, their top 3. Each guy, in my opinion, deserves his own video. So we're talking about the number 2 heavyweight in the world. He stays where he's at. He was number 2 last year coming in, and that is the undefeated former unified heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. Fury was coming off of a 2018 where he came back. He got a couple wins against low-level opponents, and then he got a huge opportunity against Deontay Wilder in December, and nobody was really giving him a chance, and he actually completely outboxed Wilder. Wilder scored a knockdown in the 9th round, and then a hard knockdown where he almost knocked Fury out cold in the 12th, but Fury got up right at the count of 9. The referee allowed him to continue. He almost stopped Wilder himself. He hurt Wilder in the 12th round. And then the fight went to the scorecards and somehow was scored a very controversial draw. I thought Fury completely outboxed Wilder. I gave Wilder only 3 rounds, including the 2 rounds that he scored the knockdowns in. So that put him, he should have lost a clean decision still, even with the knockdowns. And, he got lucky enough to walk away with the title. But these two guys were talking about rematching, and the rematch didn't happen in 2019. So Fury in June ended up taking on undefeated unknown Tom Schwartz. Got a dominating second-round TKO victory as he stayed undefeated in his new contract with Top Rank and ESPN. Then he returned in September in the main event of an ESPN card. He took on little-known Otto Wallin and dominated him over 12 rounds. He suffered a cut in that fight, but nothing extreme. Walked away with a one-sided 12-round unanimous decision. Nobody was really surprised. And at the same time, nobody really impressed, considering Wallin was really a nobody. So that's all he did in 2019, but 2020 is wide open for Fury. He's coming in number 2. He is 31 years old, so still in his prime. He's the WBC's number 2 contender, 29-0-1 with 20 knockouts. So he's got pop and box. And he's got a golden opportunity on February 22nd in the main event of a pay-per-view when he's going to take on Deontay Wilder in a rematch for the WBC heavyweight title. Big-time fight right here. Can't wait to see this fucking fight. The winner will be number 1 in the heavyweight division. Fury is right there. If he can go the 12, I think he wins this fight. If this fight goes 12 rounds, he should win in the rematch. I don't think he can get robbed a second straight time. But he's got to go the 12. I personally don't think he's going to be able to stay away from Wilder's power. I think Wilder is very confident right now, and he's going to ride that confidence into a knockout win over Fury, but Fury could definitely pull this one off. People picked against him when he went against Klitschko. They picked against him when he went against Wilder, and he came out on the other side of that after 12 rounds, winner in one, and he should have been the winner in the other. So this guy can pull it out. We'll see what happens. He's a very live underdog. I think it's very close to a 50-50 fight, but I think Deontay Wilder, I've never seen him better, and I think he's going to knock Fury out. After that, Fury has, the loser of this fight has a mandatory, can execute a mandatory rematch if they want it. The big question is will the loser want this? Is Tyson Fury, if he gets knocked out, is he going to be the type of guy that goes after a third fight? It really depends on how he does. If he's winning that fight, boxing, winning, and it goes into the late rounds and he gets caught and beat, I think he would exercise that contract. But maybe if he gets knocked out, maybe he takes a fight in between, before they could fight again. So, but on the flip side, if he pulls off the win and impressively, and Wilder decides to not execute the rematch, I think the sky's the limit. He can face whoever he wants after that. He could take on Anthony Joshua for the unified heavyweight title. He could take on Andy Ruiz. He could take on anybody he wants if he pulls off that win, because he will be the number 1 heavyweight. But if he pulls off the upset, I absolutely think Wilder's going to take him in a third fight. I think Wilder, I don't think he can knock Wilder out. He could, but I don't think he's going to, because he's going to avoid the power. So I could see Wilder not getting knocked out, saying, you know what, I'm going to catch him in the third fight. I want a third fight. So I think Tyson Fury, if he wins, his year is going to be Deontay Wilder for the most part. Maybe he gets a third fight in at the end of the year, but I think the first two would be Deontay Wilder. If he loses, it could still be Deontay Wilder, or it could be time off in between and him come back at the end of the year against a decent fighter. We just got to wait and see. So Tyson Fury, though, has the world right at his hands, right at his feet. He can pull off the win and become a world champion once again, you know, and leave no doubt that he was the better man than Deontay Wilder. It's all there for him. Saturday, February 22nd on pay-per-view. Can't wait to see it. All right, guys, that's the number 2 heavyweight in the world right now. 2019 year-end top 10. Hope you enjoyed it. True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.